Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to InfiTech 2 Let's Play with me, Jason McRae. Yeah, I'm here in my basement with my two, yes you heard it, two arcane constructs, or alchemical. One for making steel you saw in last episode. I'm turning how it works quickly, turning ingots into nuggets, iron, shoving it here with some ore essentia, which is getting produced into the steel nuggets, and then the steel nuggets are being crafted into steel ingots. That's pretty much what it is, and I'm getting ore from the canterberries because they are awesome to make, to use, because it's one ore per canterberry, and you can see I have 20,000 of them because of my wood farm, or well, not wood farm, but canterberry farm. I've done two little changes in this setup, so let me go quickly through them. I've changed the order and messes around, so messes is on the top and order is on the bottom. A reason is, well, the order was being voided for some reason. Basically, when I cooked the canterberry, it just vaporized and it did not appear up in the order, so I just swapped it around. So now it's getting stuck when the order is at 32, it's getting stuck. So yeah, it works perfectly. Second change, I've added fourth arcane, why arcane? Alchemical furnace in here. Set up pretty much the same as everything else. And third change, I said two, but yeah, it's third change, is this construct where I am creating alumentum. To create alumentum first, it's charcoal or coal in this slot, and we need 3 of each for ignis, perditio and potentia. Ignis and perditio, charcoal or coal, and perditio, great tip for you guys. Stone dust, tiny piles. Each tiny pile of stone dust is 1 perditio, and you can get stone dust pretty easily by just macerating, don't mind it, just macerating stone. Not cobblestone, but stone. And the reason why I am using alumentum instead of normal fuel, it has a longer burn time. So coal has 1.6k and aluminum has 6.4. That's the first thing. Second thing is it's burning the items faster, and lastly it outputs the internal buffer to the alembics faster as well. So there we go. Also you might see behind here I've hooked it up with few pipes, basically for just automated processing. So all the canterberries are being fed into here in those alchemical furnaces. From here I'm pulling out the alumentum, again in all the furnaces. From the bottom, of course, because they need to land in here. I tried it to connect it to this slot, to this side, but what happened was it has been put on top. So I was melting alumentum, which is something I really do not want. Okay, and also I have set this extract mode into round robin, which basically works as, well, I'm having produced in most cases 1, sometimes 2 alumentum before it will pull out. And what the round robin does is it will split it evenly across all the connections. So if I will get 1 alumentum in here and it's being pushed in here, then the second one, which is being created, will be pushed in here, etc, etc. Awesome. And also I have set up just a barrel for iron to pull it into this crafting table on the top. Okay, that was quick introduction for what is in here, what's happening, if you missed the last episode. And today I have been thinking, I really want I wanted to get onto the sorting system in here, and I wanted to use blue power, but I realized that setting up the blue power sorting machines is quite a tedious work. You need to set all the sorting machines with the correct items. There is no simple way of doing it, and I found out that it's just not worth it, because I will set it up, and after a little bit of time I will replace it with something else. So I'm going to right away replace it with something else. But before we will get to it, there are a few things that needs to be taken care of. And first thing that needs to be taken care of is, well, power production. We need a power. So we are going to do pretty much what I have done always, and that's the steam turbine. But before I will go for it, I want to make a better steam production. Yeah, I'm going to work on the bronze boiler today, and this time I have built all the necessary machines or parts for you guys in here, so you don't need to watch me crafting it boringly. So let's get onto it. I have decided to use iron fence as a step up, to put it a little bit higher, because I want to have something underneath it. So I'm just going to not do this, but do this. 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's the base. So now for the actual items and machines, you need to get the large bronze boiler. So the first and most important is a controller. To make a controller, it's one of the hardest things to make. We need 4 tin cables, which is just tin and some rubber. Bronze firebox casing, which is just bronze plates, bronze rods, and bronze frame box. Frame box is just a bunch of bronze rods. And then the basic electronic circuits, which is 6 copper cables, not a problem. Steel plate, not a problem. The biggest issue in the crafting is a NAND chip. I'm going to quickly show you two important tricks for making the NAND chips. Yeah. So first is for NAND chip you need these guys, the refined item casings. To get them you have 2 options. First one is to hammer and make with 2 steel ingots, 1 steel plate, and then hammer it into refined iron item casing like this. Or you can go ahead and craft yourself a casing mold, which is an empty shape plate, and empty shape plate is 4 steel plate, so you will use up a little bit more in the initial crafting, but it doesn't get consumed. And what's awesome about this, if you will put it into alloy smelter with 2 steel ingots, remember, from 2 steel ingots we've got 1 plate, and with 1 plate we've got 1 item casing. So how much we will get from this? We will get 3, which is 3 times more, which is really something you should be aware of. So yeah, if you are going to make item casings, just make the casing mold first. You will see it being worth. So that's the first trick. And now for the second trick. It's regarding the next piece needed for the NAND chips, and these are the red alloy wires. So to make a red alloy wire, it's really simple, just 1 copper. I will make 2. So 1 copper, and for redstone inside the alloy smelter. It's quite fast, it's nice. And I'm going to make 2 more, because I want to again show you the comparison. Oops. Okay, I have 2 red alloy ingots. to make it into wire, we need a plate, right? So, well, just shove it into forge hammer, right? Yes, that's an option, but as you can see, it's really slow. It's going to take ages, literally ages. So I recommend you, if you are going to plate red alloy ingots, do not use the forge hammer. Just use a regular hammer and do it in the crafting table. It's way faster, it's way better. And then of course, to make the wire itself, we need a wire cutter, which is just a bunch of plates, steel rod, or a plate, rod, screw. To make a screw, it's a steel bolt. To make a steel bolt, it's a steel rod with a saw. I'm not going really through all the crafting recipes because, well, through the crafting process, because you have any eye, guys. And you should be aware how to, and know how to use any eye. Okay, so that was the large bronze boiler. Controller block. So this guy needs to be in front, middle, inside of fireboxes. So of course you can see it, see the list of items needed in the tooltip. We need 9 fireboxes. One is being replaced by the controller, so we need 8 fireboxes. And from those 8, we are going to replace the fireboxes with 2 inputs, 1 maintenance, and 1 muffler, which is, if I'm counting correctly, 4. So let's place it together. I need a block here, because I want to place the controller like this. There we go. Now we need to decide where we will have the stuff. So I will not have anything in the middle like this. I will have a water supply going from here. So I don't need anything in here, anything in here. I will have a muffler hatch, input hatch, input bus, and maintenance. So these 4 needs to be here. Input hatch is going to be in here. And to make an input hatch, it's just a machine hull, LV machine hull, which is 8 steel plates and 2 cables, and a glass on top is input hatch. An input hatch is where you will input your fluid, so that's going to be here. A muffler, it's just a vent, it's steam machine, right? So you need to vent the steam outside. So we will have the vent in here. Then input bus, where we will be inputting solid fuel to burn up the, well, to boil the water. So I will have it sitting in here. And maintenance hatch can be, actually, you know what, maintenance hatch can be in here, because we don't really need access to it all the time. So basically all of the things I don't need access directly every time is going to be back, and just the input bus is going to be here. Okay, so let's put the rest of the firebox casings like this. So this is the bottom layer. I'm going to just jump up. There we go. Okay, now last 3 pieces. I have no idea why this is not stuck, but well. So next thing, if you will look at the boiler controller block tooltip, maybe, there we go. Here is 3 by 3 by 4 of casing, and by casing it means bronze plated bricks. So don't look for bronze casing, there you will find none. Just look for casing and you will get bronze plated bricks. Or, well, basically you need bronze plated bricks. And we need 3 by 3 by 4. Above fireboxes, hollow, and with some minimum. So 3 by 3 by 4 is 20, 3 by 3 is 9 times 4, it's 36. Hollow, which is 3 blocks hollow, because it's 4 high, so 3 blocks hollow. which is 33, and -2 for fluid outputs. As you can see on the bottom, says 1 of main casing. And we are going to have 2. Why 2? Well, actually it would be better to have even 3. Or, well, even more. But 2 is good sweet spot. So now how to put it together. First, crafting recipe. You should be... I don't know, did we use this? I don't think so, yeah. Well, we used it in Season 2 for making a blast furnace. And this is something that will use up lots of bronze. You need 6 plates of bronze per 1 brick. And you need, as I said, something around 32 bricks. Well, 32 bricks exactly. That's why I have 32. So that's going to be in a ring like this. Tunk, 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 tunk. And in the middle, there will be bronze pipe machine casing. Because we are working with fluid, right? So we need a pipe. To make a bronze pipe casing, again, lots of bronze. 4 bronze plates, bronze frame box, and bronze fluid pipe. Be careful that you will craft it correctly. These are the bronze fluid pipes, not the small bronze fluid pipes. And these are crafted like this. And these will go in the middle. 1, 2, 3 in the middle. And then the rest is going to be the casing. And don't forget, it needs to be covered on top as well. There we go, it's almost done. And now we are missing just these 2 holes. And these 2 holes are for output hatch. Guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you pronouncing it hatch or hatch or just something different? And these guys are going to be on top over there. Let's just make sure I will rotate them correctly. And you can put them in any place, so they don't need to be connected to the pipes. I could even place it instead of this block, for example. But I'm going to place them right here. And ta-da! Everything is correct. Everything works. It looks fine. Now, before we will work on the machine, on the processing, there is one important thing to note about this. It can explode, guys. So you need to make totally sure that it will never ever run out of water. Or at least it will not run without water. And to solve this, in our case, it's just going to be an reservoir. And before you will shout, hey, you have a water tank over there, why not use that? Because I would need to run pipes in here. And I'm lazy. This is a much better solution for this. So, input hatch. Let's place reservoir in here. Let's take a water bucket. As before, let's fill it with 2 buckets worth of water to make an infinite source. Let's get rid of this. Okay, infinite source made. And we don't need a pipe to connect it to the fluid output. All we need is just a wrench. And actually, we will also need hammer, soft hammer, screwdriver, file, saw, and a crowbar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's all. I guess it's 7. Because we need to do a maintenance on this guy. But first, let's set it to auto output. So this is going to be filled up, and 1 reservoir is totally fine to keep this full every time. So if I will open up the interface, you will see a bunch of problems. Total of 6, okay. We have a pipe is loose. Screws are missing. Something is stuck. Plantings are dented. Secretly burned out. And that doesn't belong there. So let's go from the top. Pipe is loose. How to solve the pipe is loose? Well, how to tighten up the pipe? You guessed it, it's a wrench. So we will open up the maintenance hatch, we'll take the wrench and we will just click on here. You can't right click it and you can't automate it. I have no idea why you would want to automate it, because in most cases you need to do it once in a really long time. Okay, and the pipe is no longer loose. So that's the first thing. Screws are missing. To solve that problem, we need screwdriver. I guess it should actually say not screws are missing, but screws are, I don't know, not tightened or something like that. Because, well, maybe the screwdriver is magically creating the screws. Who knows? Anyway, again, click in here, and this guy is gone. Something is stuck. When is something stuck, what you want to do? Well, you want to hit it with a hammer to unstuck it. I'm not sure if you need a wooden hammer, so let's see. Yeah, wooden hammer. Way to go. Next, plantings are dented. To fix this problem, platings. If you remember when you are working and creating your tools, which have plate in it, you are using on the left side of the recipe, pretty much always, file. So let's file it up. Oh. So it's not file? Is it a saw? Oh. Is it a hard hammer? Okay, so... Oh yeah, because, yeah, of course you need a hammer. You are not making the plates sharp, you are making them straight, so... hard hammer it is. Sorry about the confusion. Next is security burnt out. For that we would need a soldering iron, this guy, and it's a electrical machine, fixes burnt out circuits, and well, I can't craft it basically, because I don't have batteries and I don't have energy to fuel it up. So we are not going to fix it. Don't worry, you don't need to fix it. All what it will do, the boiler will work less efficiently. So the last one is that doesn't belong there, and for that we'll use a crowbar. There we go. And everything is fixed, except, as I said, security burned out. There's also one other way to fix all the issues at once, and that's called duct tape. So you can basically, if you can't fix it with this, use more of it. GregTech Aerospace Advanced Reinforced Duct Tape FAL84. To make this, we need an assembler, we need a machine, and we need to be in the medium voltage age, so this is something, again, quite far away. Okay, and this is the bronze boiler. It's done, it will work. And the main, actually, difference between this guy and the small boilers, I guess I should told you in the beginning of the video, well, when I started on this. Reason I'm making the large bronze boiler is these guys, if you will feed it with coal, they will not immediately produce steam. They need to heat up quite slowly and then it will start producing steam. Large bronze boiler, it also needs to heat up, but it will heat up way faster. And that's the reason. That's the reason. So now we need to get these output hatches where we will be getting the steam outputting into the tank over there. And there are again a couple of ways. Well, there are two ways. you can do in the early game. First is to use bronze pipes, which we used for the macerator downstairs, these guys. And here is a thing. Bronze boiler, it will produce 800 liters per second. So you might think, okay, small bronze fluid pipe, it can also fluid capacity 800 liters per second. So this is the best way, right? No. Well, yes, but not in this case. Because you are creating 800 liters and the fluid pipe can carry 800 liters. And the way the fluid pipes work, there is a sloshing. Basically, the fluid or stuff inside the pipes is going to move around, like in real life. So it will not go in straight line. No. It's just going to go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, which is effectively reducing the actual throughput of the pipe. So in the end, it will end up transmitting what, 200 liters per second, and we are making 800 liters per second. So we are wasting 600 liters. I've done a little testing, and in my test world, when I use the bronze fluid pipes, no matter what size, I also tried to use the bigger ones, I was, well, I did not get as much steam as if I would use different way. And what is the different way, you say? You guessed it. Fluid conduits from Enter.io. So let's make those. I have no idea how many we need, so let's make 30. It could be enough, it should be enough. Let's also take a little nom. Let's also check the time. And we are at 30 minutes almost. So in that case, let's quickly hook it up. So, first things first, we want this to get into the tank. So, dun. And the output hatches, they will output automatically. So you don't need to set this to extract without a redstone signal. And I'm going to do this, just a hole in the ceiling. And I'm going to run this into here. Like so. Oops. There we go. And for the output, it's on the bottom. And the output is going to be fed into this room, underneath this layer, where I will have the steam production, well, the energy and machines. So let's see. Oh, it already has some steam in it. Okay. It's not a big deal. Alright, and I need to get it down. So let's do this. Jump down. Ouch. And I want it to go... Well, let's not think about it too hard. And I guess I don't have enough of these guys, so... We'll have it inside here, yes? Come on, place it down. Nope. Yeah, I don't have enough, but it's fine. Because we don't need to connect it just yet. So let's put... Okay. Let's go back up. Yeah. Fastest way to get inside the building, well, just break through the wall, I guess. Oops. Maybe it would be faster to go around than fixing the wall. Okay, so let's go inside. Up. inside up, yeah. Let's go up here. Let's hit this with a wrench to connect it. There we go. Let's go here and let's place down, like, back the stairs or bricks. Let's go from here. And we are ready, guys, to give it a test drive. So let's get charcoal. And let's get 2 stacks of charcoal, right? Yeah. And I will remind you guys, the small coal boilers, they are the best for creating steam efficiently. So from a stack of charcoal, you will get more steam than with this guy. But due to it being slow and, well, you need to really make sure you are not wasting the steam, because if the steam bar will get full, it will just vent a portion of the steam out, so we will lose the steam. It's better to really go with this bad boy. Not mention that it's faster. Okay, so let's first make sure it's disabled. Then we will put charcoal in the input bus. I will make sure that we have water. Okay, this is running, this is okay. So we can hit it and it will start chewing through charcoal quite fast. But if we will look at the hatches, you can see that we are creating more than we are able to pull. Yeah, that's true. To make sure we will pull, more, we would need to use better conduits, and for that we would need to use pressurized ones, but I don't have access to making them. They are a little bit more expensive, so yeah. But this is totally fine. Okay, and here you go. We already have 300 buckets of steam. Or 300,000 liters of steam. Awesome. And this tank can hold 2 million. So yeah. And also you can see the conduit is pulling out, well, actually the valve on the bottom is automatically pulling out the steam into the pipe. Okay, and it stopped because there is no more charcoal in it. So just I'm going to hit it with a soft hammer to actually really turn it off. And we can see we've produced almost 1 million millibuckets, or million liters, which is awesome. And yes, a few buckets worth of steam will be stuck in this place, in the pipes, because that's how they work. So we are almost at, well, we are kinda in the 35 minutes, so I'm going to call it a quits. So guys, thank you all for watching. Today we have created this monstrosity in here, and next time we'll actually start working on the machines in here. I will have steam turbines sitting here. I will have probably 2 of them. We will have a whole bunch of machines over here, and we'll be just progressing forward. So yeah. And lastly, big shout out to one other YouTuber called Conceptum. I must thank you, Conceptum, for actually in your series using this guy, the mold casing. Without you, I wouldn't realize. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching, thank you all for joining me today in this, well, kinda, we have done one thing, but a huge thing episode. And next time, as I said, we'll get the steam turbine, we will get the few machines, and we will be trying to actually save materials when we will be crafting, because right now, really just making plates with 2 ingots. No. No, really, no. Take care, guys, and I'll see ya next time. Bye bye.